All right. Just finished shoveling some snow. Yeah. Oh, I forgot my glasses. Give me a minute. Contact. Okay. Just give me a minute. Let me settle down here a little bit. Let me get my glasses. All right. There we go. All right. Let me lower this down. Sorry. And hello and welcome to my live stream. I'm gonna be on for a couple of hours. I know later on. So I know I look like a mess. I was outside shoveling snow today. We got snow last night. We got about a couple of inches or so, just a couple of inches. Of course, at first, well, you saw the live stream when I was talking about it. First, it was coming down kind of wet snow. It wasn't sticking. But then overnight, it went down into the 20s. So, of course, anytime snow falls and it goes below 32 degrees, that's the freezing point Fahrenheit, or 0 Celsius for the rest of the world. Then the snow starts sticking. I didn't think it was gonna stick. And my wife even told me, she said, you should put salt out there because I said, no, it's wet snow right now. It's not gonna stick. Of course, I woke up this morning and I see all white out there, a blanket of white snow out there. So I've been out there for the past hour and what is it? What time is it now? Let me see. Yeah, about almost a couple of hours. So I had to shovel the front and I had to clean the car because the car was full of snow. So right now I am tired. But right now I'm just we're gonna relax now. So let me get all this tissue out the way. All this tissue I have. I have blow my nose and all this. It was so cold last night when I woke up. I had a stuffy nose, and all you just blow it out and you're fine. Yeah, I know it's not tissue. Sorry. Yeah. Let me see the gold thing. Yesterday I was telling. No, I guess. Let me show you. No, this is not tissue. Jesus Christ, this is not tissue. Yuck. Let me organize you a little bit. Yeah. So you took out this gold thing now. I guess they're trying to be like TikTok. They're really trying so hard to be like TikTok. I don't know. So you see, they got this gold thing here. Let me focus in there. Let's see what focuses. Can it focus this camera? Oh my God, are you kidding me today? Anyway, believe me, it says gold. It says gold. So I'll leave it right there for a minute. Anyway, I'll leave it there. I'm going to click on it. And of course, yesterday I was doing, I said 10 super chats, $5 or above. I'll do a live stream from the boiler room on Christmas Day. I got 2 yesterday. So let me see if I can bring this number down. Oh, I can't put a custom number. Oh, great. Anyway, it's 10, but I'm going to count 8. And then let me see what this is. Oh, $2. I'll leave it at 5. What the hell? And then I'm going to set a timer. I'll do it for 1 hour. I'll do it for 2 hours. What time is it? No, I'll do it for 1 hour because it's already 1 o'clock. And then I'll just put host Christmas live stream. I'll just put it there and I work toward the goal. See what happens. Live stream from boiler room. Even though it says 10, well, I would like to. I want to see what the goal does. Boiler room. Host Christmas live stream from boiler room. From the boiler room. I'll do that. I was there last night in the boiler room. I was thinking about it. I was like, wow, I'm gonna have to clean out some shelves, put a few radios there. So I'll do that. Let me start the goal. I'll leave that there. And it's right there. So there you go. Goal started. And yeah, there you go. So anybody wants to put $5 in, or minimum $5. I just need it says 10, but I'll be okay with 8 more maybe. And we'll see. Because I don't know what I'm gonna do for Christmas. Right now I have no plans. My wife is not going to any Christmas party, thank God. Oh my God, my hair's a mess. I had my ski hat on. My hair's a mess. I should just wear my hat. I just put on my hat right now. Maybe I'll wear a baseball cap today. You know what? I don't want to. I need a haircut anyway. Let me see. Let me wear my baseball cap. Let me see me with a baseball cap right here. There you go. Got a baseball cap on today. Yeah, if that'll work. I don't know if that'll work. Baseball cap. I don't know if that'll work today. This is like the reality show, the Truman Show. I don't know what to do right now. Or should I put it like this? I don't know what to do. It's just last minute. I decided to do that because I had to shovel snow out there today. I had to do all that today. So rather than me take whatever time to get ready, I said, I'm just gonna come out of here. Anyway, my hair will be fine. I'll just comb it one more time and I'll be there. I'm not gonna wear a hat. I'm not a hat person. Let me just comb my hair a little bit. I am not a hat person. Let me just comb my hair back a little bit. Sorry. I'll do it right here. I don't care. And then transparency here. Don't. Okay. I don't know if that'll work because right now I wear a ski hat and I don't want to wear my ski hat on in here. Oh no, that's better. There you go. My shirt is all dingy. What the hell? Let me just zip up my sweater. Yeah. I was playing around with the D221 last night. It's pretty good. Reception is good on it for the weather band. Okay, the zipper is. I have a broken zipper right there. This is broken here. It's pretty good. The only thing I get with the D221 in the bottom, I noticed. I don't know if it's. I thought it was the color lights, but it's not. I thought maybe when I was filming it was the camera, the Wi-Fi on the camera phone. I don't know what. It was a squealing noise. So anybody that has a D221, let me know in the comments if you get a squealing noise. I'm gonna release the video later on. It's a short video. Because I just released one last night, and I want that one to kind of at least 24 hours, and then I'll release the other one. I'll probably release it late tonight, the other one. But I noticed it was a squealing noise, and it kind of because the E100. When I say that it's good on weather band, it's pretty good on the weather band. It's very, very sensitive to the weather band. So of course, I have it in the same spot. The E100 does not do that squealing noise, but a D221 does the squealing noise, and it kind of like it is kind of annoying. Well, it is not. It is not kind of. It is annoying. So there's a squealing noise, and I don't know what is causing it. It has some kind of interference in it or something. And this is the weather band, by the way. I'm not talking about a medium wave. I haven't even tried medium wave right now. I'm talking about the weather band XH data D221. Let me know if anybody has a squealy noise on there, because that is a really that is kind of an issue compared to all my other weather radios. They don't make that noise. They don't make that noise at all. But it seems that the 221 makes that noise. I'll bring it in here in a few minutes. I'm gonna put it right here just to see if I hear the squealing noise in here. I have not tried it in here, but in the boiler room, definitely I had the squealing noise. It was driving me kind of nuts. So I was listening to it for a little while, and then of course I recorded a video on there, and then I let it play for another about an hour. Just to because of weather, of course, I wanted to know, and of course, because it's snowing, and the squealing noise was really irritating. So I'm gonna try it over here later, or try it up there by the window, or take it outside. Which obviously that's the best thing to do. Take it outside. But reception wise, it's okay. It does pick up the signal. It does pick up the strongest. It did pick up the strongest weather station, and it did pick up the second strongest one. Because when I was tuning in, of course, when you're tuning in on the SH data D221 or the 220, it's kind of tight, so you gotta go slow. But yeah, definitely the squealing noise was an issue. So oh, I got a Aruba. Oh, look, he's Kiribati is back. It was on earlier. I was on earlier before I had to go outside and shovel the snow. But I made contact with them yesterday in Aruba. So I need Aruba. So let me put Aruba in there. And I'm going to do something else here. I'm going to move this over here. And then I'm going to put the call sign for Aruba. Yeah, because I want Aruba. Now that I'm done with Europe, now that I have the Master Europe Award, now I want to focus on North and South America. Grid Squares FK42. And let me generate standard message. Let me click on the TX1 button and then enable. Okay, so now I'm sending, I'm calling out the call sign. Papa 41 Echo from Aruba, the island of Aruba. Let's see if I can get that contact. Yeah, so I got the Master of Europe. The last country was it was confirmed it was Balearic Island. I thought I had to confirm the day before. On QRZ, I thought I had to confirm. I think it was confirmed, but I had to wait till Log of the World confirmed it. I guess they did and then Log of the World confirmed it, of course, and then I got the 60s. Now I got it for mix. I don't have it for digital endorsement. I only have mix. So that means voice and digital is mixed, the award. The all digital one, I need one more. So that one I only need one more. And then the voice, I got a long way to go for that one because I don't do a lot of single sideband. I don't do a lot of single sideband, although I will be doing more when I finally set up my station permanent, because I plan to dedicate this one for that. My FT991A for the single sideband, and then of course the G9D, that'll be FT8. I'm actually thinking about getting an amplifier for the G9D. There's one that's very interesting to me. It is an amplifier, a linear amplifier. Excuse me. What do you call it? Is it a linear amplifier? What is it called? Yeah. It's from, I seen it on Temu. Now the reviews on it was good. Of course, one person did make a video on it, but I don't trust him. Oh, come on. I'll just blur it out there who it is. Of course, he did a video on it too, but I don't trust his video. I don't trust his reviews. I just don't trust him. He does a. I got burned with the Mala hit on with him, big time. I got burned on that one. It's right there, the Mala hit, right there, right next to the two scanner radios right there. And I got burned by that one. That one cost me $225 or something. It's a paperweight. I mean, it works. You know, it works. It works. It's just that it's not as sensitive as, you know. It works fine. Nothing wrong with it. It just doesn't. It did not meet my expectation. For $200 radio, it needs to be sensitive enough. Like compare that radio to, for example, PL330. PL330 will blow that radio away. Even our R108 will blow this radio away in terms of sensitivity, and that's sad. When a $40 radio can blow this $200 piece of junk, the only good thing about this Mala hit, it was the noise reduction. That's it. That's the only thing that really stands out. If you give everything, 99 to, from 0 to 100, a lot of it's gonna be like subpar, like 40 out of 100, 40. When you get to the noise reduction, I give it 100 out of 100. That's the only thing they did really good, and that's on a lot of radios. This has the best noise reduction, and that's it. That's the only thing they did that was really, really good. Everything else was below average. It didn't impress me. When you plug in that radio, when I plugged in that radio to my MFJ 1886 loop, and you have trouble picking up 820 AM, which is a local station here, 10,000 watt station, and I had to tweak it, and you just don't pick it up right up. When you can pick up Zuma radio, and I'm talking about a couple of years ago when Zuma radio was really booming in here. Zuma radio comes in here now, but sometimes it doesn't come in as the way it used to. When you can't pick up Zuma radio, that's an issue, especially for $200 for $200+ radio, and that's when it lost me. It lost me in terms of that. So, and that's why I'm really worried about when I watch a review now. I mean, he really liked the radio. I think he did a video where he clipped it to a fence, some kind of metal fence, and he was picking up stations. But another thing you got to think about is these people's location is different. For example, in my case, I live near New York City. We have crowded stations here, AM, FM. When I say AM, I'm talking about medium wave, FM. They're crowded bands. So when he did that video, I forgot what country he's from. There's not a lot of medium wave stations where he's from. So when he demonstrated that he picked up this station from another country, and remember in Europe, another country is like, for us, it's like another state. When I see people with European DX, you got to take it with a grain of salt because some countries in Europe don't have a crowded medium wave band. And I'm not knocking anybody about that. I'm not doing that. It's just that I noticed that when you do World Radio Map, and just go to worldradiomap.com, put in any European city, and search. Search for if you put, like, for example, London, right? London, England. Well, that might be a little more crowded because it's London. But if you put, for example, London, their medium wave band is not as crowded as New York City or Los Angeles. You know what I mean? Their band is not going to be that crowded. It is crowded, but not as crowded as what we have to deal with here in the States. So they have gaps. And then, of course, in their case, in Europe, remember Europe 1620 is the top of the medium wave band in Europe, right? For us, it's 1710. So for 1620 or 1630 or 1621, excuse me, whatever, to 1710, that's an open band for them. So anything they pick up in there is a DX. It's a DX. It's either a pirate or an American station or a transatlantic. So they have that to work with. See, we don't have that. Our band is crowded all the way through. So we have more to okay, this one is gone. Aruba's gone. Well, I tried Aruba. Aruba left. So that's why when he did that video on the Mala hit that he was catching stations, you gotta take it with a grain of salt. Like, if I live in Europe, if I live, for example, in England and I catch a French station, it is a DX. But remember, France is right there. Okay, I'm talking about medium wave. I'm not talking about FM and all that. I'm talking about medium wave. So, same thing with us. Like if I live in New York and I get a station from, for example, Massachusetts, right, Boston. It's a DX. When I mean by DX is I normally don't get that station. I only get that station in the evening. So they consider that DX. But distance-wise, it's not that far. It's maybe 100 miles, 100 plus miles or something. I don't know what it is. Off the top of my head, I can't remember. So, when he did that video on that, I got caught up in that. And he said, oh, he's picking up all these stations on there. But, he could have might as well done that with XH Data D220. And that's why, I got caught up in that. I said, wow, this radio is sensitive. Picked up a couple of countries. But, a couple of countries, in Europe is right there. It's like another state. So, that's what I and that was years ago. That was, I kind of, what happened? I fell for the hype. On that Mala hit. I fell for the hype. And of course, I know Jill's bought that one, the clone one. He bought that one too. He kind of liked it, but I noticed he wasn't crazy about it. And then his got damaged. I think the battery didn't want to charge, and I think the port broke, so he had to do something. So right off the bat, his I don't know what he broke. I guess his got damaged. But I went ahead and pulled the trigger on it. Of course, ultimately the blame is me because I went ahead and bought. I should have waited. But at that time, I was trying to be like one of the first ones to buy it. And that's the other problem. When you're the first ones to buy stuff, you get burned. You get burned. You'll get burned half of the time. You get burned. So that happened too. So I learned my lesson. I learned my lesson now. That first of all, I'm at the point now. I don't need no more radios. I'm at the point now where if a company wants to send me a radio, fine. But I'm not actively buying any more radios. I only have a couple of more radios in mind. And one of them is a transceiver, of course, and some equipment. That's it. Like I said, I'm thinking about getting that 150 watt amplifier. Is 150 watts, by the way, for the G90. It works for the G90. It says it on it. It works for the. Of course, Zygo have. Excuse me, my God. Excuse me. Of course, Zygo has their own amplifier. It's a 100 watt amplifier, but it's a lot more expensive. The one from Temu is a lot cheaper. So there's reviews on it. Overall, it has gotten good reviews on it. And I'm thinking about getting that amplifier for the G90. Thinking about it. It's about $300. I think it's $399 or I know it's under $400, around a $300 ballpark, somewhere around there. So I'm thinking about getting that, but that's not in anytime soon when I set up my station here. And I don't want to be dedicated for like I said, it'll be dedicated for FT8 and so on. But I want this one for voice because this one is actually, out of all three, this is the better one, obviously, the ASO. Well, yeah, it's so that's why I take it with a grain of salt when I see these reviews. There's nothing wrong with you getting stuff from people, because honestly, I don't want to buy no more radios to review. Honestly, I'm kind of tired of reviewing stuff now. I'm at the point now where I don't want to review stuff no more. And I even said it yesterday. A lot of companies, I got an offer to send me, oh, would you want to? They want to send me another handheld. I said, no, I don't want no more handhelds. I'm done with the E100 is probably the last handheld I will accept. And I made it clear. I said, if anybody's gonna send me a handheld, I could use a DMR radio, another DMR radio. Maybe Anytone can send me a radio, something like that, something more. Because the Baofeng is a nice. It's good. It's good enough. This DM1701. But if another company wants to send me, like Radcell reached out to me, and I replied back to them, and I say, yeah, I'm interested. They want to send me a radio for review, and I say, yeah, I'm interested, but I'm interested in this model, which is a DMR radio. I think it's a new one that they just launched. There's a DMR radio from Radcell. I say, yeah, I'm interested in this radio. I haven't got a response yet, so. But I don't want no more FM, just regular FM, like an E100, another Quansheng. I have enough of those. I don't want no more. I don't want no more, even if they give it to me for free. I don't want more. I'm done with that. The only thing left is that if anybody wants to send me a rig, HF radio for review, I wouldn't mind reviewing that. HF rig, like a 10-meter radio or something, I wouldn't mind that either. And shortwave radios, that's it. I reached out to them again. This time I reached out to Redicus, because the Radii RF 9, what is it? What is it? Can somebody tell me what the hell Radicus is? The radio oddity one. See, RF9. I gotta look it up. Anyway, the equivalent of that is the Tom's radio show. He just received one. Is the Redicus TR, I think 115 or something. I forgot the model. I'm not gonna look it up right now. And so I reached out to them. I said, forget about radio oddity. Let me reach out to Redicus. And again, nothing. I haven't heard anything from them. So that's okay. I understand. Whatever. So right now I haven't heard it from them. So so be it. Of course, that one is a lot less. It's a lot cheaper than the 919. Excuse me, that's what it's called. The Radii RF 919. So there are a couple of other branded ones that are the exact model as the 919. One of them is the Redicus. Redicus makes one. I think it's the TR115 or something. It's the same radio. It's just Redicus makes it. It's a rebranded radio, the same radio. And then another company that makes it. What's the other company? I can't remember the other company. I've seen that one on AliExpress a lot. Because the original Radii 919 is like $200 something, right? American, US. So I seen it as high as 240. Ballpark around 229. But the other rebranded one, like the Redicus, I seen as low as $150 something, probably around 160 something or something like that. So it makes sense at that price point. It kind of makes sense. Okay, I'm not gonna buy one, but I'm saying, if I were to review it and I think it's a good radio, would I recommend it? Yeah, if I could review it. Of course, that radio has a couple of issues already. So I don't know if I would recommend that one anyway, but I might recommend it. It might work for me here. I don't know. Or people might have got, a couple of people might have gotten a bad model, or they finally worked out the kinks. Because that too, that happens. Like the Young LC90. You know, when they started, remember, when Jules first got the radio, right away he said it had birdies and all that. And right there, they went into panic mode and they fixed up a whole bunch of stuff. They added single sideband since then. I mean, they're still fixing that, but they added that, and now they added RDS. So they you know, at least this company listened. They listened. So, which is good. That's what you want. You want a company not to be, oh well, you know, he just insulted us, and we're not gonna send him on the radio. No, they actually, you know, and they appreciate the feedback. So they improved on it. They improved on it to the point now that I wouldn't mind buying one. And that took a lot. Okay, that took a lot. From the point to when he first reviewed, I remember he mentioned that they have birdies and all that. I was like, wow, that's not good. But then he figured out some of it was because of some of it is because if you leave the Wi-Fi on, it interferes with the radio itself. So if you're going to use the radio for shortwave listening or medium wave listening, have the Wi-Fi off inside the radio. But remember, it's an internet radio too. And that fixed that issue. And that makes sense. And then the other issue was some other stuff. And they did updates since then. So they've been updating it. And now they fixed, they got a single sideband now on it. And now they have RDS. And the RDS looks nice. It is a nice RDS. It is everything in the screen. You get the pi code, the genre, and then you get the title or the description, and then the call sign, the call, you know, the station, the radio station call letters, and that's as good as the TF 60. Let me show you. The Shenyang LC90, when they did that update, they basically, you know, the RDS display, I gotta say, it blew me away. Because there's not too many radios that have this kind of display. Let me see. This is the battery still charged on there. Yeah, the battery still holds the charge. I haven't charged it for a couple of months or so. Anyway, you see the display, right? You see, for example, this radio. You see the display. I don't have an antenna on it right now, but you see it has all these, you know, like the PS, the pi code is right there and all that. So, you know, when you get a station with RDS, all this information is on the screen. So the LC90 did that. So that's impressive. So that when they did that update for the LC90, it's not officially out yet. I know Jill's was showing it on his channel. But that really impressed me to the point now that I wouldn't mind buying one at a good price. But of course, now when they're gonna come out with another one sooner, you know. I mean, they're gonna come out with an update with a newer version later on. So I may wait. But I like the internet radio portion of it, and I like I said, I'm very wary about internet radios like this because you know, they tend to have agreements with the streaming content provider or whatever. And like, for example, I have a receiver, that Yamaha receiver that I bought years ago, like over 12 years ago. And that one has internet radio too built in. And that one, the internet radio doesn't work no more because the company went out of business. And then this particular model, it happens to be the model that I bought earlier than another model. And that model, it was able to switch to another provider. This one I'm stuck. This one is a brick when it comes to internet radio. So the internet radio on this Yamaha receiver is dead. Just doesn't work anymore. And that really, you know, and that happens to a few other internet receiver tabletops. I know Jill's have one particular receiver that did that. I forgot what's it called, Ocean. There's a brand called Ocean or something. I think it's people that own a receiver like that. I think they got burned with that one. There's another brand too. I know Sangean makes internet receiver also. I think the Sangean one still works fine if I remember the one that he bought. And then there's another brand. So that's why, you know, I'm kind of weary about internet receivers, because although they work now, are they going to work in 5 years from now, when the streaming content company might not be around anymore? They might lose their agreement, whatever, you know, because a lot of that internet streaming content is licensing, you know. So excuse me, and that's a problem. That's why I'm worried. But you know, right now, you know, I think if maybe if I get a better price on it, I might want to get a LC90 eventually. I might want to get one. Now I'm rethinking about it, only because that would be another radio that I could do FMDX, and you know, it has a pi the RDS, all the RDS information. A lot of radios do have RDS, by the way. You know, when I say a lot, I'm talking about like I know people say, oh, D808. I know my Grundig field radio, not the Bluetooth version. That one has RDS, but it doesn't display everything on the screen, not all at one time. That one you have to uh, uh, toggle. So if you want to see the pi code, you got to keep pressing, you know, this button. If you want to see what kind of genre it is, you got to press it again to display it. You know, in other words, it changes the display, but it's not all in one screen like this one. This one, everything's in one screen. You got the pi code in one corner, the genre, the title of the song or whatever, and then you have the call, the station call letters all at the same time. And that's why the LC90, when they did that update, that kind of that made me interested in that. Mhm. Although I would like to know more about the FM performance on it, but yeah. Excuse me. Good afternoon, my ready Dexter, or good evening now, because it's already, I know it's evening, early evening over there. So good evening to you, my friend. Um, I last night I tried another DMR network. It's called TGIF network. I tried that network, and I'm gonna tell you, it's again another network that, and I heard about that one. I heard about that one to a couple of people. Uh, because I'm trying to see what I want to do with this third hotspot. See, I'm playing around with it. I'm experimenting with it. So I try to do the Yasu thing again, and I said forget about it for now. Then I said, you know what? Let me try TGIF network. So I registered. I went to the website is tgif.network. I know it's like Brandmeister Network. It's another DMR network, because when people think that when you go to DMR, it's automatically Brandmeister. No, no. There's a few. What do they call that? Let me plug in my. I forgot the terminology for that. It is a DMR network. Yeah, I know. I got a funny comment last night. I'll talk about it later. Yeah, I don't know. Some people. Yeah, I think it's the holidays. It's the holidays. Some people are just miserable. You know, some people are just miserable. Trust me. I'm kind of living with somebody else. My brother. My brother. He around this time of the year he gets really you know. Anyway, I don't want to talk about that. Yeah, but humbug exactly. Let me read your comment first. Mary Dick said this past week has been good on my channel for comments from miserable people. I must be doing something right. Yeah, I'm telling you. Yeah, there was a couple of videos that I figured something was gonna come up. Something when you were talking about the which is the one you're talking about, not the tuner. Yeah, I got a comment on a video that I did 6 years ago. 6 years ago, I made a video on the hula hoop. 6 years ago, I made a video on the hula hoop loop with Balin. And, so I had it in the boiler room. I wasn't moving the camera around. When this guy was like, oh my God, I thought I was going to get seasick. I'll read the comment later. So anyway, I replied to him, and I think he's just being a little crybaby about it. He just want to troll. I didn't delete the comment. I just replied to it, and I called him a crybaby. Like, what would trigger somebody if I move the camera around? So what? Like, really, do you really get seasick? I mean, honestly, have you ever gotten seasick by looking at a video? I mean, I know people exaggerate about that. So he literally said he got seasick. And when I look at that video, I do that more on the live stream. I done that more on the live stream where I took camera and moved it around. And I even apologized for it because I have to move the camera. I don't have like 5 cameras with different angles. And trust me, all my cameras, the autofocus is not the best. And even if it could autofocus, remember the lighting here, I'm doing this by the seat of my pants. Nothing here is, I don't have a multi-million-dollar budget studio and all that. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's what it is. Because I have one upstairs I'm living with. This time of the year, he lashes out on Facebook. Now he's been lonely and all this stuff, and I ain't say. And I know him well. You understand that? And I tell people, here we go. And I said all the time, what you do in the past will come back to bite you. In other words, if you was a miserable person and you couldn't keep a relationship, guess what happens when you get older? You're going to get what you want. You're going to be alone. There you go. So then when they're alone is when they get more miserable. And then they want to spread their cheer on other people. And I mean that sarcastically. When I say cheer, I really mean jeer. Yeah, Mary Dixon, you are right. It is a holiday season, especially when they are lonely and drinking themselves stupid. Yep, exactly. There you go. Exactly. Oh, East Kiribati is back. Mary Dixon, have you gotten that island? East Kiribati is on 10 meters right now. It's on 10 meters. I know Jill's, he posted on his channel, on his Facebook, that he got them on 20 meters. So of course I got them on 10 meters yesterday. So they've been out the last, I guess, Christmas Island, East Kiribati. If anybody doing FT8 on 10 meters, try to get the East Kiribati. There you go, East Kiribati. See, I already got it. I haven't got it confirmed because I have to wait for Let me go right there. See if it focuses. Well, like that is gone, but it'll come back. Yeah, East Kiribati. Yeah, also known as Christmas Island. So it just left, but it'll be back. So I guess it goes from 10 meters, goes to 20. So yeah, no, I never knew of the island until you said you saw them. Okay. And by the way, my Radio Extra, I opened up my Facebook, my I don't want to call it personal Facebook. There's really nothing personal in there. Not my group and not my like page. My Facebook page. Of course, I'm adding people in there now. Jill's is there. Bobby Burge is there. So if you have a Facebook page or something, you want to be friends with me, and it's not to promote anything. It's just I mean, I don't want to put well, email me and I'll give you the Facebook. I just want to be in touch with. I just want to be have friends that are radio related friends. Because that Facebook is, I want to do something with that Facebook. I'm just, right now in that Facebook, I'm just posting QSLs. I posted like QSLs that I've been receiving lately. I just post them there and things like that. It's not a Facebook group. It's not. So I don't want everybody to go there. I just want a few people. Like I know John well enough that, you know what. So let me see. You know what the hell I posted here? I posted here. It's okay. Let me here you go. Here you go. Here you go. Let me see my, you know what? Here you go. It's facebook.com/ okay, let me, oh, Jesus. Can I do this? Why is this thing does not allow me to? Okay, there we go. Maybe at some point I'll post it. So it's facebook.com/ Danny Radio and Tech. There you go. I don't mind adding a few people. And, I know people post political stuff there. That's fine. I don't care. I don't read that stuff anyway. But, I wouldn't mind having, buddies, my friends, especially my chat. Yeah. Facebook has blocked me. What the hell? What? So, I added a bunch of people. I know Bobby is there. I know Jills is there. Keegan, I need to add Keegan. I know Keegan's page. I need to add Keegan on my Facebook. So I'm just adding people on Facebook just to, friend thing. I haven't used my personal Facebook in a while. So I figure, you know what, I'm gonna use it for that, for just posting, back stuff. But back like for example, like QSLs. I posted some QSLs there that I received over the last few months. So I did that. And things like that. That's all. And and of course I joined some other groups there. Like I joined like the hi-fi, like all these different hi-fi groups I joined because I like to look at those old nice looking stereo equipment that we used to have, things like that. And hello, Michael, T Radio 972. I hope you're doing well, my friend. Hope you're having a good weekend. So yeah, it's Scary Body's back. See, Meredith Dexter, there you go again. And New Caledonia is right there. So New Caledonia, I already made contact with. Well, I made contact with both of them. And New Caledonia, I finally got it confirmed last 2 weeks ago. I got New Caledonia confirmed. So he's there too, New Caledonia. So you got two Pacific Islands right there. So East Kiribati and New Caledonia. Oh, okay. I don't know on Facebook. Sometimes because one of my accounts I had to go through some stuff. Somebody, I guess, it was a game related issue. Somebody reported my name that it wasn't real, so I had to send in my ID to reclaim my. At that time, that was my personal Facebook, which I don't use that one no more. And that one has like 4,000 people in there, but that one I used to use that one for gaming. This is years ago. I still have that account. So this account, I have about 80 people in there, 80, but it's mostly it's a lot of shortwave listeners, DXers, and amateur radio operators. That's what I got in this Facebook. So I'm just saying, if you have one or if you make another one, whatever, I want to be friends with you on Facebook. Please, now. That's all. Because in there, I don't mind, messaging people. No, I don't mind doing that. Not that I do that, but I don't mind doing that. When I'm in my like page, I don't like to be messaged on my like page because I don't know you. I'm not gonna, you know what I mean? On my like page, I get everybody in there. There's a lot of people in there. A lot of people there. I don't know. I don't care. Whatever. I don't mean to say I don't care, but no, I know that. Of course, I know that. Of course, we're friends. Well, you know, of course we are. But I just opened that up for that because it's been sitting there. The reason why I opened it up because it's been sitting there, and I might as well, you know, I figured let me use it for now. That's all. Because I always wanted, like for example, Jill's, you know, on my like page, I can't friend him. But when you own a group page or a like page, you can't friend people. You only can friend people from a personal account. That's what they call a personal account. And when I mean by personal account, I mean that it's not personal for me. It's just that it has to be a personal account. For you to make friends on Facebook, you have to have a personal account. So I have a like page for my channel. That one you can't make friends. That one is just people like your page, that's it. And they follow you. And then the group one is just a group. But the like page, I mean the personal page, I can make friends. I know like Keegan has a page that, he has his own personal page. So now I don't mind being friends with him, because I know he's a Packer fan and I like the Packers. So we have that in common. And then of course Jill's, he has his posting in there. He's a funny guy. He posts a lot of funny stuff. So I like reading this stuff. But I couldn't do that with my like page. You understand? That's why I opened up that page. I said, you know what, I'm gonna open up. And that's all. It's not that, you know. And thank you, Michael. Thank you for the super chat. So now I have nice. Let me put a heart on that. Thank you. I appreciate that. And thank you. Thank you, my friend. Merry Christmas to you and your family. Hope I pronounced that correct. Family. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Michael. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm trying to raise the 10 Super Child, do a live Christmas event in the boiler room. So thank you. I appreciate that. So yeah, so anyway, New Caledonia and East Kiribati is there. So it's very active now. Yeah, it's so yeah, FT8. Yeah, I understand. I understand. Mary DX, I understand. Mm. Anyway, my Facebook is there. My Facebook link out. I'll it's there. Anyways, there. Anyways, that Facebook.com/Danny Radio and Tech. If anybody wants to, you know, add me to their Facebook, and I'll add you to my Facebook. And I don't. And listen, it's not about I know. Believe me, I have people on my Facebook that are you know they out there when it comes to politics. I don't read that stuff. I don't care. It doesn't bother me. But I don't post. I don't post on my Facebook. I don't post that stuff. I talk about it here. I'll talk about it on my live stream, but I don't post that stuff on my Facebook. I don't do that there. I learned my lesson a long time ago about that. I had my original Facebook that I had before that I had people I grew up with. I did that, and I got to the point where it was stupid on my part too. I actually cut ties with them because, but it was other reasons too. Some of it was jealousy issues they had with me and things like that. Some of it was jealousy issues growing up. Believe me. I don't know why, but I guess some people just never get over certain things. But this Facebook, I don't care what people post. I don't I see some of it and I just move on to the next thing. My thing is, when they post radio related stuff, I'll like it or reply to it and that's it. Everything else that they post that I don't agree with, I just don't get involved in it. I won't comment on it. I won't react to it. I learned that now. I learned that now. Just like I joined Blue Sky. I only joined Blue Sky is just to post some videos there. It's to more cross promote the channel. That's all. But the stuff that you read there, a lot of it is do I agree with it? No. But you move on. You just don't react to it. That's all. And I learned that. Don't react to it and you're fine. But I don't post stuff either there. Unlike X. On X, I do repost certain things. And I'm still careful with that. And that's all. So let me go down here. They say that I use the AA feature too fast. And then they allow spam. That's why I stopped. I know there was a time. I know that I was guilty of that too. There was a time that years ago, there was some online games I used to play that I needed. Friends, because like for example, there was a game called Mafia Wars that I played years ago. Mafia Wars, and that game, in order to make your mafia bigger, you got to friend people, and then they join your mob in the game. That's how you build a bigger, mafia, like an army. And that stuff, at that time, it was more open, and people would just add you, especially if they play the same. Oh, even though we don't know each other. Oh, you play Mafia Wars, okay? You're gonna be my gang. Here we go, and they will add you. And I had like 5,000 friends. I hit the cap. For personal Facebook at that time, I don't know how it is now, but at that time, I think it's 5,000. That's the limit of friends you can have on Facebook. So that account, I went 5,000. Boom, I was at 5,000. I was stuck there. And now I checked. I haven't checked on it recently. It's about 3,000 something people in that one right now, but I don't use that one anymore. Once in a while, I'll go in there to say hello to a couple of gamers that they're still playing other games in there, and that's it. Or people that I know in there, and they'll leave a message. I'll say hi. Because I've seen them in other games. There is a couple of online games that I still visit once in a while. I'm not as active as I used to be 10 years ago. So, yeah, I know that happens. Believe me, that happened. I've been on Facebook jail a few times. I've been on Facebook jail for dumb stuff. No need for Facebook. Yeah, of course, we're always going to be friends, man. Oh, thank you, my Ready DX. I appreciate that. £5. And thank you, my friend. Oh, time to reply. Time to reply? The super chat has expired? Really? I can't. I waited too long to. Yeah, I try to click on reply and it's here. Anyway, thank you, my friend. Thank you, my readers. I appreciate it. So two out of 10. And I got 2 yesterday, so really it's 4. So 6 more, and I'm good. We'll do the Christmas live stream. Thank you. And that's going to help out to get my Yagi antenna and all that too. Mary, there's a Facebook and YouTube already drunk on Christmas. Cherry is saying. Oh, Sherry, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I have my issues with Facebook, but you know what? It's a social media that is still popular. I still have my group. Right now, my private group has 16 people in the private group. I post all my stuff there. Well, lately I need. There's a couple of other people that are in there active. I know there's a guy named Miguel. He posts a lot of shortwave stuff in there. He has a lot of videos he posts in there. So I'm about to make him. I'm gonna make him the moderator since he's actively posting on my Facebook group. I think he's gonna be my second. Well, Keegan was my first moderator on the Facebook group. I have a private group on Facebook, so Keegan is a moderator there. So I think I'm going to make that Miguel a moderator because he's posting a lot of stuff there. So, I'm trying to build a private group too. Of course, I have my like page, which I had for a while. That one just went over the 900 mark, 900 likes, like page. I know last time I checked it was like 901 or 902. I forgot. It fluctuates around 897 or 900. It finally went up to 900. These things, I promote it because some people don't, they find you in different things. That's all. And the Facebook group is, it's kind of it's also cross promoted. I'll admit that it does cross promote a little bit. But also, I want to put it to use. It's been sitting there for so many years. And I figure I want to it's about time that I want to actually get to really know some of you guys in your own personal pages, like me and Jill's, like I never, so when he added me as a friend, and he posts a lot of stuff that's, some of it is kind of like, wow, especially that he's helping somebody out with the caretaking and all that. I can relate to all that. We all can relate to that. And he always posts funny stuff. And you look at his pictures, he's a we all know him. He's a fun guy. He's a funny guy. He's a fun guy. So, what's not to like about him? He's a fun guy. He's a funny guy. Like I wish I could go outside and hang out with him. I wish he lived across the street from me. That type of person that who, like you, my radio. I wish he was like my neighbor. You could say, hey, what's up? And Michael, I would love to meet you guys in person. You guys are all interesting and cool people. You guys are, cool people, and that's what it's all about. We have one thing in common in this channel is radios, but there's a lot of other stuff that we have in common, and you guys are cool people, and it's it's nice to maybe one day, who knows, yeah, exactly, my prediction. If I go on holiday to the U.S., I will ever come to visit you. That would be cool. This is not a bed and breakfast, but I'll make accommodations for you. I'll make some. I mean, it's not a fancy place here, but not a fancy place. But yeah, exactly. And like for example, you go into New York City. I'll be like a tour guide. I'll take you around here and there, and we'll visit things. I'll be your bodyguard. Nobody will mess with you on the subway. Hey, back off. We'll ride the subway, and I'll make sure nobody mess with you. We'll ride the, you know what I mean? Hello, Ken Martin. I hope you're doing well, my friend. Happy Saturday and happy holidays. I hope you're having a great weekend. I just finished shoveling snow outside, and I cleaned the car. The car was full of snow. I put some salt out there. I had to sprinkle some ice melt, so I'm good to go. Yeah, but it's yeah. No, I know, same here, but you know what I mean. We'll ride the subway. Because I don't drive anymore. My wife drives. I don't drive. I can't drive anymore. I'm just I'm not a good driver, and my eyesight from a distance is like my reaction is a horrible reaction. Maybe it's just a sign of age. I don't know. Yeah. To Radio 19, thank you. No, yeah, thank you. You have a great channel too. Yeah, you have a great channel. I like those tests. I like those tests that you've been posting lately. I haven't heard one of those. I haven't catch it on the time where you can hear those tests on the NOAA channels, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I know. I know. Same thing. Yeah. Yeah. 620 is WSNR. So we're not gonna. I'm not gonna hear that DX test. Yeah, 620. Yeah. When I know when Jules posted it, I didn't reply to it. I said, yeah, 620. Forget about it. Yeah. You know what we're gonna hear that time, brother Stan. 1 in the morning. That's brother Stan. Right, brother Stan. At 1 in the morning, overcoming ministry on 620 locally here. That's what I'm gonna hear, brother Stan. Yeah. Or I'll watch a replay. Somebody makes a video on it and I'll watch it. Yeah. So hello, Ken Martin. I hope you're doing well, my friend. And you missed the live stream. I said, okay, don't, please, people, don't apologize for missing a live stream. I don't announce them, first of all, but I appreciate that, you wrote the comment. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate it. And, the fact that you're here now, thank you. I appreciate it. And I hope everything's doing well. Yeah, it's cold here in the Northeast. Right now, when I went outside, it was 28 degrees. And thank you for the the kind words. Thank you, Danny and thanks. I enjoy your channel. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Yeah, it's cold here in the Northeast. Right now, when I went outside, it was 28 degrees. Now, of course, the temperature's going up. Well, right now, I'm seeing it says 27 and windy, but it's supposed to go probably a little above. Of course, tomorrow's gonna be, when I say warmer, I'm talking about tomorrow's supposed to be above freezing. So, anyway, the snow, I already got all of it out of the side. I put salt on it. It wasn't that much salt. Got a couple of inches of snow. It wasn't that much. So right now, my front is all good. Because we have to shovel the sidewalk, and we have to put salt at least. Well, some people don't put salt, but I put salt. So right now it's all melted out there already. So my front of my house is clear, and my driveway is clear, and I cleaned the car. The car was full of snow. I cleaned the car too, so I'm good. Now, or else I would have started the stream 2 hours earlier, because I was out there for a couple of hours. So yeah. Mary the Extra, that's okay. I'm used to odd people on public transport. Yeah, we all are, especially when you go to a major city. Of course, in my case, it's New York City. See, from here in Yonkers, for me to go into New York City, is a bus. Well, actually, I could take the Metro North, a commuter train. I could take the Metro North in the Yonkers station. It'll take me all the way to Grand Central Station, Manhattan, on the Metro North. That's a commuter train. Otherwise, I take the local buses. It's called the B line. Over here in Yonkers, Westchester County, we have the B line. It's called the B line. B as in BEE, like the honeybee. So that's what it's called, B line. That's the name of the transit system, the B line. BEE line, LINE. So that's our transit system here in Yonkers. And of course, they cross honor the Metro card for New York City. So they cross honor that. So the same Metro card that I use for the B line, when I go to New York City, I can use this. Of course, it's the Metro. It's the New York City Transit, the same Metro card. So, for example, the B line, I take the B line with the Metro card. When I get into the train, I can transfer for free, things like that. There's a couple of things you can do with it. And they run pretty often. They don't run 24 hours a day. Here in Yonkers, last bus is around right before midnight, 11:30, something like that, 11 o'clock. So they're not 24 hours here. After that, you have to wait till the next day, so about 5 in the morning, and when they start again. So in Yonkers, the bus service is not 24 hours. In New York City, it's 24 hours, but not in Yonkers. And the commuter train is not 24 hours either. I believe there is a gap from, I think, around midnight to about or 1 in the morning, and I think until then there's a gap, about 2 or 3 hour gap for the commuter train. But I walked into New York City from here, right into it takes me about an hour. I could walk it right into the Bronx County line and then into Manhattan. I've done that before. And then the last stop of the one train is there, and I could just get on that train and go into downtown Manhattan. So I've done that too. I used to walk a lot. Many years ago I used to jog. I was quite of a runner. I'm even thinking about trying to get back into shape. When I say thinking about it, I mean I need to not think about it, just do it. But there was a time that I wanted to start doing 5K runs. There was a time in my life when I wanted to do 5K runs and eventually do the New York City Marathon. But I never did that. But I'm talking about 20 years ago. 20 years ago. When I was, that was probably in the best shape of my life. I'm going to say 25 years ago, I was probably in the best shape of my life in terms of running the marathon. Now, of course, I would have to start all over. I don't think I could run a mile right now. Right now, I don't think I could run a mile without keeling over. So I would have to start from scratch. In other words, I do walk though. So it's not like I'm totally, I'm totally disabled. No, I'm not disabled. I could. So I think that's what I would do. If I was to try to get back into that, the first thing I would have to do is I would have to start walking at least, a couple of miles a day. Let's start with that. At least for, a couple of weeks or so. And then I will have to start walking a little, for maybe twice a week. I will have to walk more than 5 miles, which I've done. The most I ever walked was over 20 miles. I've done 20-mile walks a few times. We're talking about 25 years ago, though, not now. So I've done 20. So I know, remember there's a mindset that goes with that, and you got to prepare yourself for that. For you to walk 20-something miles, you have to, you have your water, you have money in your pocket. You just don't walk. Of course, I had, yeah, that's why, yeah, exactly. That's what I would do. I would walk quicker, and yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm not gonna run anytime soon. I'm saying for me to get to that point where I could start jogging at least again, it would take me a few months. I think for me, it would take me a few months, and then I could see maybe jogging a couple of miles. I don't know if I will ever get to the point where I'll start doing 5K runs. That would take a long time just to do a 5K run. But if you've never done it before, it's a lot difficult. But because I'm gonna tell you, a lot of long walking and running is more mental than physical. There is physical. Don't get me wrong, there's physical. You have to learn. The one thing you have to learn is to control your breathing. Your breathing. I hope I pronounced that correct. It's the most important thing. Is breathing. So when your heart is racing, your body's telling you need to slow down. That's when you have to slow down, and you start breathing. Take a deeper breath and slow down your heart rate, and that stuff takes practice. And that's the one thing you learn how to control your breathing, your breathing, and that's what I learned over the years, the breathing. Even now, like I'm out of shape now. I walk, like when I go to a supermarket down there, sometimes my wife is like, I said, no, I'll go take a walk. It's a half a mile, and then a half a mile back. So I'll walk a mile. And I noticed on because Yonkers is a lot of hills. On the hilly parts, when I'm going up the hill, I slow down a little bit and I focus on my breathing because it is a you feel it when you're walking up a hill, especially with my weight. When you're 270, you feel it. Your legs will feel it. So I had to my breathing. I say, okay, slow down and one step at a time, and then you make it up the hill. And okay, now okay, I'm good. And then, but a lot of it is mental. I'm gonna say 90% mental, 10% physical. When you want to start walking a lot or even start jogging, it is a lot of it is mental. It is mental. It's mental because of the breathing. You have to focus on the breathing. The breathing. And what helps with all that now is today's technology actually helps that. Is earbuds. Earbuds, you don't hear yourself breathe. That's if you hear yourself breathe, that sometimes that kind of discourages you. So a solution for that is put earbuds on and listen to something that you really want to listen to, that you can listen for hours, like a long podcast or a long radio show or something. Listen to something that's long, not a song here and a song there with pauses. Forget about music. Music is okay. Listen to, get audiobook. Is there a book that you always want to listen to, but you never got the chance to listen to? That is a time to listen to the audiobook. Get audiobooks. I have a few of them. Or audio courses. That's what I listen to a lot when I go for long, long walks. I used to listen to a lot of audio courses. So not only you're walking, you're learning something else. And your mind is focused on that, not the breathing. Although, you do watch your breathing. Naturally, you watch your breathing. But you don't hear yourself because at this point you're going to be like, but you don't want to hear yourself doing that because sometimes your tendency is to stop. Okay, I can't go no more. No. When you're huffing and puffing, just slow down and let the heart rate go down to normal and then keep going gradually. The breathing is the big thing. You have to control your breathing. If you can control that, you're good. You can go a long way. Because that is the biggest thing. And there's a few other things, like what happened to me. That's why another reason why, as I got older, I used to get more cramps in my legs. So there's things that you have to, like, for example, I had to eat more bananas because it has potassium. The potassium does help with cramping. Because I got to a point where I was hitting a wall when I used to jog. I would start getting leg cramps. And I had to, eat more. I would have to eat a couple of more bananas before I go for a run that day, or anything that's high in potassium. I would have to drink more Gatorade, something with a lot of electrolytes, because cramping is a sign that you're losing a lot of electrolytes and all this stuff, or your potassium, and it's a lot of stuff. And trust me, I'm telling you, you know, that's the regret that I have. I never got to run a marathon, but I know I have ran as far as that. I ran 26 miles and all that. I just never did it in a marathon setting, in an official setting. I never did that. So for me to get back into shape, it would be a long, and maybe I may do it sooner than later, and that's why I want to document that stuff. This time I'm going to document everything. I want to document everything. And no, I don't want to do a Ozempic. I know some people say, oh, Ozempic. No, I don't want to do a Ozempic. I really want to do it. When I decide to do it, I will do it the way I'm going to do it. And the fact that I've done it before. When you've done it before, it's easier when you've done it before. Like I lost 40 pounds before. I never lost. Right now, my goal is what 60 pounds. I lost 40. I done 40. I lost 40 at one time. This is like 20 years ago, though, when I was 40. And it took a few months. It took a few months. It wasn't easy. The first 20 is kind of easy in a way. I'm going to say it. The first 10 is kind of easy. Because a lot of it's the water, weight, and whatever. There's something you can do to get rid of 10. Okay, I have to leave it back later on Jill Stream. Okay, take care. All right, my Dexter. I was going to talk about TGIF, but anyway. Oh, Norfolk Island is there too. Okay, I need Norfolk Island. All these islands. Norfolk Island. All right. VK9DX, right? Oh, I like his call sign, VK9DX. And I'm going to generate that and transmit. Wait a minute. Oh, this one, sorry. Yeah, VK9DX. All right, take care, Ken Martin. Yeah, I guess I bought people with the running talk. Sorry. Yeah. Okay, so VK9DX is on the air, Norfolk Island. There you go. On 10 meters. So you got Pacific Islands right there. You got East Kiribati. My focus is horrible on this thing. Really, Danny? I need to put this. Hold on. Let me move this keyboard over here without knocking everything over. I'm going to put it right there. See if it focuses. I'm going to leave right there while I'm talking. See if it focuses right there. There you go. So East Kiribati, New Caledonia, and Norfolk Island is on 10 meters. FT8. So if anybody want to get Pacific Islands, there's 3 of them right there. 3 Pacific Islands for your Oceania. I'm trying to get Norfolk Island now. I'm trying to contact Norfolk Island. So because I already can make contact with this one. It's not confirmed. And then New Caledonia, it is confirmed. I had this one confirmed. Now I'm trying to communicate with this one. And that's what I'm calling right now, Norfolk Island. So, and if they disappear, they usually disappear for a second, come back and all that. So, yeah, when you're doing FT8, one thing when you do FT8, I'll give you a couple of tips on FT8. When you see an island like that, okay, it went up there. A lot of Americans just came on. Let me put it there. When you see a country like that, an island like that, just keep calling the island. You know, keep calling. See, like it might see. Just keep calling. Because what happens is you go on a queue. Remember, when you're doing voice, it's like a pilot. You know, a pilot, right? That means a lot of people want to talk to the same person. So usually the most strongest signals, the ones that get heard the most get heard first. But eventually unless you're buried in the noise, you might not get heard, but you might get heard. See, for example, right now I'm not. I already got that one, but you see, I'm minus 20. You see my finger minus 20, East Kiribati. That means you cannot hear that with the, of course, the mic. You cannot hear that with the ear. But I'm still above the threshold to be heard from that guy. Minus 24 is the limit. See, this one is minus 24. This one right here, minus 24. After minus 24, you will not be heard. You will not be, FTA will not, whoever you're trying to contact will not be, they'll drop. And they will drop from there. So right now, minus 24 on East Kiribati. That means you can barely hear me. Remember, the island is in the Pacific, and it's 2:52. The island is in the Pacific. It's by the international date line. Right now, it's 2:52 p.m. here local. So right now it's It's early morning, about early morning there, right? More or less. So yeah, international daylight. So it's early morning, not early morning, but So you can see that my signal is so when you want to make contact, something like that, you got to keep calling, keep calling. I know people say, no, I'll call the station 3 or 4 times and that's it. Now with FT8, sometimes you got to keep calling. Just leave it. See, right now Norfolk Island is gone, so I need to stop that. But you see, I was calling Norfolk Island all this time. And I'm talking about these are the exotic countries that they're just gonna have a lot of people calling them. So what happens is you'll wind up in a queue. A queue. What I mean by queue is the word queue, like I mean queue. That means you're in a line. You're behind. You gotta wait your turn. You gotta wait your turn. That's what it means. Like So if you got 10 people, you might be number 8 out of 10. So just keep calling, and then eventually he'll get to you. You understand? So you're not wasting your time. You just and you could tell. You could tell sometimes if you look at the list, the call roster, and you'll see a lot of the call signs are the same. Then you'll say, okay, everybody's calling. See, like right now, this guy's calling out Norfolk Island too. I'm calling out the island too right now. VK90X. See somebody. This guy's calling out Norfolk Island. Another guy right here. You see? So they're all waiting. So right now he can barely hear us. He's not here. As soon as he can hear us, he'll pop up here again. So FT8 is like that. You have to when you want to catch these other stations, these really exotic stations, you got to be patient. You have to wait. Yeah, you have to wait it out. You got to keep calling them if they're on. If when you see them here, you got to keep calling them. Keep calling them. That's how I got so many of these exotic stations. You gotta be patient. If you say, oh, I'm just gonna call this station 3 times, if he don't hear me, the hell with him. And that doesn't work. That doesn't work with FT8. The same thing with voice. Sometimes I'll be like, oh, I'm calling this station a few times. After 3 or 4 times, it's different with voice because you could hear a lot of stations calling over you. You could hear like for example, I'm running 100 watts, right? On voice, right? Say on voice, I'm running 100 watts. But you're trying to get in contact with this guy, with this station, but you got people there that you could tell they're 1,000 watts. I mean, they're just booming over you with their call sign. They're gonna be heard before you. They're gonna be heard. But if you really want that station, you got to keep calling. That's it. He's not. I'm gonna call him 3 or 4 times. I say you can do that and move on. You can do that if you want. And I mean, for 99% of the stations, you can do that, and that's fine. But when you want an exotic station, sometimes you got to wait it out. You got to wait it out and keep calling. And eventually, and I had success with that. Not all the time. I'm going to say about 50% of the time, probably a little more than that, I've been successful. And then, of course, there's other times that I was probably spend maybe 5 to 10 minutes calling the station, and okay, he's not coming back, or he left. He left to another frequency, another band. Like right now, it's 10 meters. He probably went down to 20 meters. So that's it. I said, okay, well, in this case, right now, I haven't seen them out, so now I'm gonna stop, and I'll just call CQ again. But now he's not coming. It looks like he's not coming back now. But he may come back. I'm calling CQ again. If he comes back again, I'll call him again. Because stations like that, when you live in these countries where an exotic station, Thank you. N2COD, good tips on FT4, FT8, Danny. I have to get into that mode. Yeah, it's a fun mode. I know people say it's boring. It's not boring. It's just, it's just it's like CW without doing the decoding yourself. The computer's doing the decoding. That's all. That's the only thing about. And it's a weak signal mode. So you don't have to have a real. See, he's contacting me right now. So you can see right there, right? So you see, he just got me. So I send him my signal. He's gonna send me his signal, and then so right now he's contacting me. So yeah, so there you go. So I got his signal. Okay, so now we're good. See, so as soon as we're done, it pops up. So now I'm gonna click on OK. That's gonna go off to log. See, all these places log me. And that's it. So thank you for the QSO, and I move on to the next one. Yeah, there you go. So that's an example there of that I just did with Kilo Golf 6 November Lima Whiskey. Thank you. And he just put 73. See, he just said 73. So, and this is like CW, but except it's using the computers is doing all the decoding. So you're not sending out like with CW. You're actually you're sending it out, and then you have to decode the signals coming in. This is like CW, except that the computer is doing the decoding and the sending out the signal. You still have to monitor it. You still got to pick who you want to talk to. It's not set it and forget it. That's a lie. When people say that, you have to know. Like right now, I make contact with him. I'm calling on CQ. That's what I'm doing right now. See? I'm calling on CQ again. Now anybody can answer me, or I can wait if I want to talk to somebody. But a lot of them I already, a lot of these whispers I already have, so I'm not gonna chime in on anybody. Haiti right now is the only one that looks interesting, but I already made contact with him a few times. He just doesn't confirm, so I'm not gonna waste my time with him anymore. I'm done for now. But other than that, there's nobody else really I want to. So I just keep calling CQ. I wait till somebody comes on. Like if Norfolk Island comes back on, I'll contact him. So that's what you do. So you have to be there to do this. It's not set and forget. That's a lie. When people say that about FT8, that is a lie. It's not set it and forget it. You have to be here, station, to monitor this stuff. Yeah, so you should try it. I think you'll like it. You will like it. I mean, that's what got me into getting my license. It was FT8. It wasn't voice. I was not interested in doing voice. For me, it was the opposite. I wanted to do FT8 first, and then I dabbled into DMR, and then I got the making contacts on DMR, which is digital. I get it, digital voice. I get it, whatever. But that gave me the confidence to talk to all nationalities on the radio. And then now I can do HF. I have, now I'm comfortable enough that I can do HF. I don't have an issue no more. Some of us do have a little mic fright, and that was me. I had a little mic fright, just a little bit, not much, because I've done live streams. So anyway, let me try Haiti again. Let me see if this time he can confirm. So I'll click on him. See, I click on him. So now I'm trying to contact the Haitian operator again. And hopefully we'll make another contact. This time, hopefully he'll confirm it. The problem with this one, he's not confirming my contact. I already made contact with him before. So let me try Haiti again, because I really need Haiti. I don't have that country confirmed. So I really want Haiti. I'm trying to get the North America achievement. So North America, I need, I believe, 14 more countries in North America. A lot of them are Caribbean islands and a couple of Central American countries, and that's it. I get the North America one for that one. I got the European one yesterday. The Master Europe Award. I got that one yesterday. 66 European countries. So I finally got that one. So yeah, so thank you, Tasso. Now let me reply to you. Oh my God, thank you. I appreciate it very much. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, my friend, to you and your family. Let me type it in. Sorry, I gotta move the mouse over a little bit because I gotta type this with my Merry Christmas to you and your family. Thank you. Thank you, Tasso. I appreciate it. And I hope you're doing well, Tasso. N2COD. There is an Elmer in our local who's an FT8 operator. So I can ask the FT8 question. Yeah, FT8. There's a lot of videos on FT8, by the way. I learned FT8 through YouTube. Basically, I learned all my FT8. Yeah, it's cold out there. It's cold out there today. Before I did the live stream, I was shoveling snow and cleaning the car. So, yeah, it's mostly gone now. It's mostly gone. I shoveled all the way. I put salt out there, so I'm good. And the other thing, I live in a dead end street, so I guess the city didn't come all the way at the end of the street. So it's still a little snow on the street. But over here we got a couple of people, local, and they have snow plows. So they'll probably do it later on tonight. And then maybe the city, they can spread salt over here tonight. But my driveway, the street right in front of my house is okay. It's not, it's fine. I put salt out there all the way out to the street. I put salt. Because I put salt on my sidewalk, on my driveway, and I put a little salt right outside the curb into the middle of the street. I throw salt out there too, just so it can melt some of that snow that's in the street. Because like I said, I'm in a dead end street, so I have a little bit of snow on my the dead end spot of the street. The rest of the block, down the block, is all clear. It just, I guess the snow truck doesn't come all the way up here sometimes. But rightfully so, sometimes vehicles don't come up here because they get stuck up here. Many times up here at the end of the dead end street of where I live at, I'm on a dead end street. I'm at the dead end part of the dead end street. So here we get ice, we get water from the hill, and it freezes, turns to ice. So you know how we got rain recently? All that water from the hill comes down to the street, and now it's frozen. So we have ice underneath that snow. So it's like a sheet of ice out there, and that end of the street. There's a little sheet of ice right now, and the snow is on top of it. So, yeah. So yeah, so N2COD, yeah. So FT8, you're like FT8. It's another mode that you could work. Like I said, it's a weak signal mode, so you don't need a real strong signal to get out far. It's kind of like Whisper. I don't know if you're familiar with Whisper. It's similar to Whisper, where you don't need a lot of power to get out far. Right now I'm doing 100 because I just want to do 100. But at some point I'm going to switch to my G90, and my G90 is only 20 watts. So when after the new year, when I revamp my shack down here, I'm probably going to dedicate the G90 to FT8 only. And then I'll use my FT991A for single sideband. I'll use it for voice. And that'll be fine. That'll work fine. You don't need a lot. You don't need 100 watts. It helps to have more power, even on FT8, to get heard more, especially when you have these types of pileups, like with the when you see those exotic islands like Norfolk Island or whatever, when you're on the queue, that's a pileup. Yeah, 20 watts, you'll be fine. 20 watts is 20 watts is more than is good. So, you know. And of course, another thing is right now I'm still a tech. So I can't do 20 meters now. Of course, once I get my general, I can do 20 meters. Then because right now 10 meters is a daytime ban. You know, as soon as the sun goes down, 10 meters is dead. So, you know, that's another thing. So FT8, you know, when you're doing 20 meters, FT8, you can, you know, or 40 meters, you could be on well into the evening or even late. With 10 meters, it sucks. As soon as the sun goes down, 10 meters is dead. It's dead here. It's dead, you know. Just that's it. I mean, I don't mind it because I don't want to be on it all day either. And I have other things to do too. But, you know. And at some point I will get I will, you know, it'll I know I said it last year, but I will have the general by the end of this year. By the end of 2025, I will have the general. And I'll probably keep my call sign anyway. I don't know. I'm thinking about even if I get the general, will I change my call sign? I don't know. But at some point, I will get the general. And then I can work, you know. Of course, for this radio and for the these two, for example, this FT8 991A, the auto tuner is okay, is good. But anything below 30 meters on this one won't tune. It won't tune. My end fed, it will not tune. So when I get my general, if I want to do 40 meters all the way down to 160, I'm gonna have to get a separate tuner, a separate ATU, and or get another antenna. I'm thinking about the G5RV because I know Oxford Shortwave. He's a amateur radio operator too, and he says the G5RV works very good on 80. He's done 160 on it. So I might go with the G5RV. I have enough space to put one up. The G5RV. That's the one that he recommends for anything below 40. That's the one he uses. So that's another thing in the future. I will purchase a G5RV. So right now it's 3:11 p.m. 4 people watching. Thank you. 11 likes. So yeah. So yeah. So let me see. Tassel, we got a couple inches of snow. It's mostly yeah. Yeah, it's freezing. And right now it's 20. Right now it actually went down. Well, I'm looking at my Microsoft Tube. The status bar is 26 degrees now. So in the last couple of hours we went down. When I was out there, it was 29 degrees. Now it's 26 degrees. I know tonight it's supposed to plummet. I think we're going down to 19 Fahrenheit here. So, you know, hey, it's, you know, a couple of days before, a few days before Christmas, of course. I know we was thinking about going out to shop today. Party City is closing its doors, but though I don't know if people are interested in that. Party City, my wife loves to buy party stuff. She likes to throw parties. So Party City is going out of business. So they're gonna close on February 28th. Will be the last day of Party City. So Party City. When I picked up a Party City, have you ever seen my Halloween radio? The Halloween radio, I got that from Party City. If you see my videos on the Halloween radio, which is a nice, you know, toy radio, but it has 4 hours of Halloween shows, old radio shows. So that Halloween radio is called the Tomb Radio or something like that. That radio, you know, it's not a real radio. It looks like a vintage radio, but it has a skull in the middle and all that. If you ever see my videos on it, check it out. Inside that radio, there is 4 hours of pre-recorded radio shows. So I think I made 2 videos on it already, or 3. I remember one of them was Dracula, the classic old radio show for Dracula. I think the other one was Frankenstein. And I don't know if I made another video of the Black Lagoon. So it has all these or a werewolf. It could have been the werewolf. I forgot. Anyway, it has about 4 hours of radio shows. So maybe before next Halloween, I'll make a couple of more videos on there. Or if I ever do a live stream on it, I'll let that play too. And then I also bought the North Pole radio from Party City. So maybe if you go to Party City, you might get a discount. Maybe they might have the North Pole radio in there. It's a, you know, like a, you know, it's not a real radio. It looks vintage. Of course, I'm in the basement, but you've seen it upstairs on the shelf. It has a chrome finish in the front. It's plastic. That one has, you know, holiday music, and it has Elf News Network. The Elf News Network. In fact, when I do my Christmas live show, I'm gonna have the holiday radio out there. The North Pole radio. It's called the North Pole radio. So they have the Elf News Network weather report. And they have some other headlines there. From the Elf News Network, or ENN. Yeah, okay. I'm going to move on. Forget about Haiti. All right, I'm going to call CQ on someone else. Just call CQ. So, yeah, so N2COD. 2 weeks ago, we had 4.5 feet of snow. Wow. From Lake Erie, western New York, south of Buffalo, most melted away. Okay, cool. At least it melted away. Anyway. Yeah, 20 watts on FT8 will work. Yeah, exactly. Tasso, lots of traffic. Everyone is out and about doing Christmas shopping. I don't know. We're still thinking about maybe we might go shopping. But they already cleared all the roads here. So we're okay there. So Tasso, Tasso was at the mall earlier, the Queens Center Mall. I never been there. I never been to that particular mall. My wife and I, we shopped in Queens, but we mostly went to what is it? I'm trying to remember what is it, Roosevelt Avenue? Roosevelt Avenue. Is it Long Island? I believe Long Island City, maybe. No, not Long Island City. Anyway, last time we went there was a few years ago, like 3 years ago now, almost 3 years ago. When we went to Queens, it's about Roosevelt Avenue. There's a lot of Hindu stores there. There's a lot of Indian restaurants there. There's a lot of Colombian or South American businesses there. So that's the part I've been to in Queens. And of course, 3 years ago, I also went for a job interview in Long Island City. It was Long Island City. I know I went for a job interview there for to work on the Amtrak trains. Because they have a big rail yard there in Long Island City. So in that rail yard, there's the Long Island Railroad. The Long Island Rail, I know the Long Island Railroad is in there. The New York City Transit is in there. There's a few New York City Transit. And the Amtrak. Amtrak is in that rail yard too. It's a big rail yard. It's really big. So it's the big one. It's huge. It's in Long Island City. So that's where I was at about 3 years ago for a job interview. It was like probably 2 years. 3 years ago. It was right after the pandemic, but it was before right before I started doing live stream. So it was maybe a little over, maybe 2.5 years ago. And, you know, the commute wasn't that bad. Because for me, what I do is I would take the, there's a bus here, the Beeline bus, Westchester County Beeline bus. The bus number 4 takes me to Woodlawn. It will take me to Woodlawn. Then I get on the 4 train. The 4 train will take me to 59th Street. Then I would transfer over to the N to go to Queens. And then on the end, I think I take about 3 stops and 3 stops in. I think it's like the second stop in Queens. I forgot what street it was. And right there, I get off and I walk to the train. I walk to the train yard. But it's a long walk. So the commute was about 2 hours total, almost 2 hours. About 2-hour commute. But they wanted me to be there at 7 in the morning. And I can't do a commute from here 7 in the morning. Because the buses here don't start till 5:15. The first bus that leaves out of here in Yonkers is at 5:15 at this station right here, this bus stop. So if I miss that bus, I'm already late. So I was like, nah, that's too close. I wish the bus here would run 24/7. I would leave earlier. I could leave like at 4:30. You know, 4:45 I would leave, something like that. But 5:15, as soon as I get on that bus, I'm already, you know, because by the time I get to the problem is by the time I get to the Bronx, and I get on Woodlawn, it's already 6 something. So I have less than an hour to get from Woodlawn all the way to Long Island City in Queens. That's it, although it's possible to make it, but there's no margin of error. So I know I would be late all the time and all that. I can't deal with that. So now if they would have said come in at 8 o'clock, then I probably would have took the job. But they say 7 o'clock. I can't make it 7 o'clock. 8 o'clock would have been doable. Because then I would take the 6 o'clock bus. 6 o'clock in the morning bus. Then I have a 2-hour window. So even if I, you know, even if I'm fall behind 5 or 10 minutes, I can still make it on time. Because you got to give yourself a little bit of time. So that's why, you know, I didn't take the contract. But anyway, I'm gonna sign off now because it's I know he's gonna be on at 4 o'clock Eastern, and I want to get something to eat. I'm tired. I was shoveling snow and all that, and the fact that I've been here a couple of hours, I appreciate it. And you guys donated. Thank you very much for the donations. And Merry Christmas to all of you. I should be back hopefully. If not tomorrow, I'll try to be back on tomorrow actually. But if not Monday for sure, I'll try to be on Monday at least. Anyway, so thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the other channel. Say hello. But I'm gonna go get something to eat. And everybody, thank you for watching. Take care. I'll see you soon. And thank you everybody for the super chat. And Merry Christmas. If I don't see any you guys later on or whatever, Merry Christmas. Have a Happy New Year. And I'll see you hopefully back in a couple of days, if not tomorrow. All right. Bye. Have a good day.